Seed sisters in the garden. Seed sisters in the garden. Seed sisters in the garden.
Hello, I'm one of the Seed Sisters and I'm out in the field celebrating spring, surrounded by blossoms and bird songs, and I'm in front of an apple tree here, an apple tree that's part of the rose family. I just wanted to have a look and see these 5-petalled flowers which you see in many of the same family species. In particular, I'm celebrating the May tree, named for this month, the Hawthorn. Also part of that family, the Rosaceae, the rose family, all of them full of tannins, astringency. And here is the queen herself, the dog rose, the rose, our native rose that grows wild all over this land. And she'll be flowering next month in June and in July and sometimes into August as well. But like the sloe, you can see these incredible barbed thorns. So the protection is there alongside her gentle flowers with their fragrant petals, totally heart-shaped and gorgeous, and her rich and juicy hip fruit. She has these thorns to remind us and show us how important it is to be fully armed and protected. And alongside the hawthorn in our hedgerows grows the sloe, another member of the Rosaceae or rose family. The sloe berries that you might be familiar with, that are the last of the fruit. We often harvest after that first frost in the winter. But this tree is the first to flower in the year. And at this time in May, those flowers have gone and we've got the beginnings of the fruit right here. And you can see that the sloe is covered in these incredibly sharp and long barbed thorns, and you really don't want to get one of those stuck in your fingers because it brings with it a bacterial infection and the wound goes all pussy and horrible. But we love the sloe. We choose a sunny day in May towards the full moon. So as the moon waxes and grows and the luminosity is longer at the night, all of the constituents, all of the energetics go up into the aerial parts of the plants, and these flowers are truly at their peak. The word that we associate and the vibe that we have with this incredible tree, the May tree, is virility, full power, strength of the sun. And this tree is governed by the planet Mars. And Mars is all about direction, directness and action. But conversely, you saw how the thorns are prevalent in the sloe and also in the rosebush. The hawthorn is a thorn tree. So whilst there's action and directness, there's also a time that counsels stillness, because you can't push through this boundary hedge. These Rosaceae family grow together in our hedgerow, arm in arm, intertwined, and they form an impenetrable boundary. The energetics telling us it's time to actually take stock and think and not just push through. And in that time you can gather your energy, your virility, and make your plan of decisive action.
Seed sisters in the garden. Seed sisters in the garden. Seed sisters.
Our harvest of the hawthorn blossoms was held with the intention of virility, bringing this energy into all of our lives. And I'm making 2 potions today. I'm making 1 hawthorn blossom tincture that will be these hawthorns in the jar and covered with alcohol. I'm just packing them in, and as I'm doing this I'm really thinking about this Mars direct energy the power, the strength that all of these rosaceae have, and particularly how the hawthorn aids with resistance and supporting our cousins and our family. And I'm covering it. We use Brandy with the hawthorn blossoms, and it's absolutely gorgeous. And I push those blossoms down underneath the Brandy so that all of the flowers are submerged in the alcohol. Put a lid on that. And the second potion that I'm making today is one for more longevity, a much longer term potion that's to do with patience. It's Hawthorn Heart Brandy, and this is the first part of the Hawthorn Heart Brandy. So once again, exactly like the other tincture, filling the beautiful glass jar with these flowers. I'm going to cover them with the brandy in this energy of virility. But this one is going to stay closed for 3 lunar cycles. So we're coming up to the full moon at the moment. We're going to go to the 3 lunar cycles, 3 full moons, and then it will be strained. And then we'll come back to this very field, to this space, and we'll harvest the berries from the same trees. And they'll be left in this alcohol for 3 lunar cycles, and that makes an incredibly strong and potent potion, and we call it Hawthorn Heart Brandy. I'm just going to tie a ribbon around here and put a little bit of knot magic into this potion, knotting in that virility and energy of this May. Hawthorn is a famous heart remedy. These blossoms can support any kind of heart trouble, whether you've got high or low blood pressure, arrhythmias, any kind of problems with your cardiovascular system. This is the tree. And this tree also opens portals to the fairy realm. So if you've got some time this May, come and sit by a hawthorn tree and discover for yourself the secrets that she holds inside her. So we've made 2 separate potions here today. We've made a hawthorn blossom tincture, and this takes 1 lunar cycle till it's ready. So full moon till full moon, and you can take this home and succuss it, really move it around, and we like to move in the lemniscus, the figure of 8. And after that lunar cycle you can strain out these flowers, and the liquid you're left with is a hawthorn tincture. And you can take drops of that. We take 3 to 5 drops every day and just see how you feel. But thinking about virility and strength throughout the creation and imbibing of this potion. And the second potion that we've made is one that's connected with patience. This is the beginning of the Hawthorn Heart Brandy. So these blossoms that are in here, picked from this tree, when we come back in the autumn, we'll be picking the berries, and we'll be putting the berries in the strained alcohol, so we're getting a double maceration, and then we'll be using this in shots in hot chocolate over the winter months. Delicious. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'm one of the Seed Sisters, and if you have any questions about anything to do with herbal medicine, please get in touch with us through our website, sensorysolutions.co.uk. Bye bye.